Hi there. This is Dr. Eve Ruiz, owner of SpiritSpeaks MD YouTube channel. Thank you for stopping by to hear Spirit's messages for the week of April 28th through May 4th. We have May Day coming up this week. This has been celebrated many ways in many countries. The central theme has generally been, though, about spring regeneration. Before I start this week's messages, I want to let you know that I'm going to be shifting my program. It's going to be more topic centered. I'm excited because the day is growing closer for my only workshop ever. I don't know if I'll be doing this again. So if any of you are interested in getting a taste of how I work, in finding out some key concepts about narcissism and some tips on how to deal with them firsthand, we're going to go through a workshop. So you'll be working a little on this. Feel free to join me. On May 7th, I'm going to put the link below this video so you can check out all the rest of the details there. Dealing with a narcissistic mother. Is that very different from dealing with a narcissistic brother, boyfriend, etc.? Really, narcissism is narcissism, regardless of gender, social class, or any other demographic. There's a certain flair you might find when the narcissist is your mother versus your father versus, you can fill in the blank. All right, I am going to be using these messages from your animal spirit guides. I always have my 4-pillar archangels with me whenever I get messages from divine. I ask them to help hold space and a high vibration so that I can get the greatest clarity possible. I am pulling 3 cards right now. The first one has a polar bear on it. This one says, stand up for yourself and speak your truth respectfully and compassionately with no attachment to outcome. This is great advice for anyone who tends to withdraw their throat chakra when they should be actually defending their boundaries. When someone is challenging you and beginning to violate boundaries, you could not address it one bit. You could think about addressing it. Some people, though, will talk themselves out of it before they say anything. Enter this card. It's important for you to stand up for yourself the very second, not a year later, not a decade later. Although, if that's the soonest that you are able to, it's never too late to shift. When someone starts to say non-truths and put you down, make you feel less than, speak your truth respectfully and compassionately, with no attachment to how they'll receive it, how they'll respond. Because remember, a narcissistic person is acting on their own agenda, not caring about how that narcissist might make another person feel when they are working on obtaining what they feel entitled to. The next card is the shark card. This says, trust your instinct to discern the truth of a situation. Did anyone think of gaslighting here? When someone you love or know starts telling you things as if they were truth and they don't sound right, listen to your instinct. Be critical. And if you have a differing opinion, immediately nip this in the bud. The longer that you do try to discuss and make sense of the illogical, the longer a narcissist has to manipulate you or to try. So let's not linger on these conversations. Just move on once you've said, no, that's not how it is. This is the dog card, and it says, your loyalty and faithfulness are misplaced by serving too many masters. Often, those of us who are dealing with someone who is narcissistic or more selfish than the usual person is, because remember, narcissism is a healthy trait. until someone overdoes it. Often, those people tend to have a pattern, and with one narcissist, they'll act the same way as with others. In fact, they could be interacting with another non-narcissist and still be saying, I'm sorry too much, and wanting to make things better and overstep their boundaries into the other person's aura to shift their energy for them. The most significant gift that we can give someone we love is sovereignty over their own lives. That means respecting their space, their energy, their boundaries. So this is fair warning for any of us who may have a history of having dealt with a significant narcissist in our life, or who maybe still are. For instance, our mothers. Whenever we feel like being this dog, let's pause, think about what we're doing, identify it, and then make the highest decision for our greatest good. All right, that wraps up the messages for this week. If you like these videos, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and once you hit that bell, you'll never miss another episode. Feel free to text me 949-424-4494 so that we can discuss how I can best help your needs. In the meantime, I wish for you to stay well, to be blessed, and most of all, to be your most forthright, standing out, respectfully authentic self. Namaste.